What's up guys, it's Back Gaming here, and this is the top 5 most wanted players, legends, and flashbacks on MLB The Show 17. First up, I have K-Rod, also known as Francisco Rodriguez. I think that K-Rod deserves to be on this list because of how well he played with the Angels. In his career with the Angels, he had 208 saves, which is pretty impressive by a player, and I also am a Pirates fan, and he always had a tendency of stopping the Pirates in the 9th inning. The next stud on my list is Jimmy Rollins. In 2007, he played every single game of the season. In that same season, he led in plate appearances, at-bats, runs, and triples. With 20 triples, how many guys do you know have had 20 triples? That is amazing, and this is why this guy deserves a flashback card for the 2007 version of Jimmy Rollins. Next on the list is Jason Bay. Jason Bay wasn't really popular when he played, but when he played for the Pirates, he was pretty dang good. He was a 2-time All-Star, and in 2004, he was the Rookie of the Year. Jason Bay didn't really hit over 300, but he was a very clutch player for the Pirates, and this is why he deserves a flashback card. Next on the list is the Bearded Wonder, a flashback card of Brian Wilson. Brian Wilson was a stud in the 2010 playoffs. In that same year, he led the league in saves and also led his team to victory in the World Series. The next couple guys didn't quite make my top 5, but deserve to be mentioned. First up is D. Gordon when he played for the Dodgers. Secondly is Ryan Howard. And the third honorable mention is a throwback Curtis Granderson when he played for the Yankees. The final flashback that I would like to see in this game is a flashback Matt Halladay when he played for the Cardinals. This guy is well respected throughout the league, and he was recently traded to the Yankees. And I think that he deserves a flashback card of when he was on the Cardinals. Well, this rounds up the flashbacks. Let's move on to the legends. Now for the legends, we're going to start off with a guy that may be a little bit questionable. The first legend on my list is Kirk Gibson. This guy had one standout year, but he did have a very good career overall, but this year really stood out for him. In 1988, Kirk Gibson was the MVP of the league. Along with that, his team won the World Series. But what's important about Kirk Gibson is that in 1988, in Game 1 of the World Series, he hit a walk-off home run, and it is probably the most memorable walk-off I have ever seen. I guarantee any baseball fan has seen this video, but I'll play it for you now if you haven't.
But the game right now is at the plate. High fly ball into right field. She is gone! In a year that has been so improbable, the impossible has happened.
Second on the list is a guy that I've grown up watching, and that is Roy Halladay. This man is probably the most dominant pitcher I've ever witnessed. This guy used to work batters like it was nothing. He's a 2-time Cy Young winner, and he was in the running 5 other times. Along with that impressive stat, he had over 20 wins twice in his career. The next player on the list, we'll have to go back to the 1960s and 70s. This guy does not get any recognition, and he deserves a lot of it. The player I'm talking about is Roberto Clemente. His stats are probably the most impressive out of anyone on the list. Clemente had 11 gold gloves, and he was also the MVP in 1966, and he also led the league in hits twice with over 200. Sadly, Roberto Clemente died in a plane accident when he was 38 years old. The next legend most people will know because he was just inducted into the Hall of Fame, in 2015. That's right, it's hard-throwing Randy Johnson. Randy Johnson might have been known for throwing at people, but he is also second on the all-time most career strikeouts list. Along with the most strikeouts, he has won the Cy Young 5 times. He had a truly impressive career. That's all you can say about that. And here are some honorable mentions for the legends. Chipper Jones, the third baseman for the Atlanta Braves. Bob Gibson, a starting pitcher for the St. Louis Cardinals. Finally, a player that a lot of people are hoping is on MLB The Show 17. The right fielder, Vladimir Guerrero. Now on to number 1 on the list of legends. The number 1 deserving legend on my list is Mariano Rivera. Just like Roy Halladay, I grew up watching this guy too. Rivera was a 13-time All-Star, also known as the Sandman. He led the league in saves 3 times. This closer is number 1 in career saves by any pitcher in the Major League Baseball history. Well, this concludes the list. I hope you enjoyed this video. It took a long time thinking, but I think I made a pretty good list, and I hope you liked it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe and like button because there are plenty of videos of MLB The Show 17 to come. Thank you for watching.